Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with another indie fragrance review, and this is a pretty new release. It just dropped last Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. It's from the house of Happyland, and it's Happyland Gaelic Mist. Alright, so this pretty much dropped just in time for spring. I'm going to read you the notes, and then I'm going to talk about what we're going to smell in this. So the notes in this are lemon, orange, fig, iris, rose, violet leaf, sandalwood, vetiver, oak moss, cardamom, and musk. That's a nice little handful of notes. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I wore this several times in a row because I love fresh fragrances, and this is fresh and spring appropriate and classy. So if I'm wearing a button down at work, it kind of went with the fit. So I did wear this quite a bit. I have the opening right here on a strip. We're going to talk about the opening. We're going to talk a little bit about the dry down. In the opening, I really get a lot of that fig, but it's not a dirty fig because I don't always like fig. Why? I feel like a lot of fragrances that add fig make it a little bit dirty, and I'm not a fan. And I feel like sometimes fig can be overdone, can be too sweet. It's not too sweet in here, but it's a nice fig, kind of like a fruity fig. It goes with the lemon and the orange. It's a nice level of sweetness to this without it being too sweet. So it's kind of that perfect level of spring, because in a spring fragrance, I don't really prefer to have too much sweetness, but I do want a little bit to make it a little bit more lovable, a little bit more enjoyable. But this is basically a nice, fresh, clean fragrance. You're gonna get the musk. You're gonna get that green vetiver, but not too green. Again, this is not like dirty, earthy anything. It's just like nice, fresh, clean. I get a little bit of the rose. I don't get very much iris, but I really like the scent profile. In the dry down, I think I'm gonna get more sandalwood and musk and a little bit of sweetness, and it's a nice, clean fragrance in the dry down. But the opening fig lasts for a pretty long time. Now, again, this is not a dirty fig at all. Even if you're not a big fan of the fig note, it's gonna be a really tough one to hate, to be completely honest. This is a really likable fragrance across the board, honestly. And again, really clean. And I think I wanna go ahead and bring this up based on the name of it and the story behind it and everything. This is in the vein of, but not similar to, Green Irish Tweed. So like, if you're looking for something in the vein of Green Irish Tweed, yes, this is going to be in the vein of it, but it's not the same. Again, the fig note I think would definitely set this one apart. So if you're looking for something that's pretty fresh, a little bit green, but has a little sweetness in there to balance everything out, I would honestly tell you to give this one a try. Because this is one that, because I like fresh, I had a feeling I was gonna like it, but I don't love all fragrances in the Green Irish Tweed category. I'm not saying I don't like any, I'm saying I don't like all. So it was a 50-50 shot, but there's something about it. It's just really addictive. And I think I just like the fact that it's easy to wear. And I want to keep moving on before I basically cover everything in one bullet point instead of in the 7 or 8 that I normally do. So performance factor, this is obviously a high performer. All of the ones from Happyland are high performers, but I want to say this, I feel like you can get away with a few more sprays of this than you can of others. I'm typically pretty cautious with Happyland fragrances because they are very strong. And if I spray too much and go to work, I get a little bit of feedback about how I showered in my fragrance before coming to work. But I did not have that with this. So I was able to do, I think, 4 on the neck and then 1 on each wrist, and it was fine. Like, I had no issue. I got over 8 hours. It wasn't a huge screamer off the skin, which for this genre, I don't want it to be, because I want this to be a little classier, something I could wear to work, and it was perfect. So it was a nice sillage trail, good projection without being overly beast mode, because again, I know you guys love a beast mode fragrance, but I don't want all of my fragrances being beast mode. If everything is beast mode, then there's gonna be times when I can't wear fragrance. We're gonna talk about that later in where you could wear this, but the way this performed, obviously not shabby at all, pretty high performer as everything from the House of Happyland. But I would say if you need to be somewhere where you can't have a fragrance that's screaming off of your skin, out of the house, I would say this is probably gonna be your easiest reach. It's nice, it's got good projection without just being crazy off the skin, but really nice sillage and good longevity as well. Who can wear it? Anyone who likes something in the realm of green Irish tweed, kind of a green fragrance, but I think this is a little more open because it does have a little bit of added sweetness, to my nose at least. Not too much, so that means it's going to be perfect for all ages. I would say it is unisex. However, if you're someone who doesn't like green in a fragrance, you may not like this. And if you're someone who doesn't like fig, it is not a dirty fig, but just know that there is a fig note in here, and you probably will smell it, particularly in the opening and through the mid of the fragrance, kind of into the beginning of the dry down. Where could you wear this? Okay, so this is something that you could actually dress up, which I like, because a fragrance that you can dress up, it has a little bit of sweetness. For me, is a little bit more versatile. Wear it to work, wear it during the day. You can wear it to a night out if you're going somewhere a little bit classier. So for me, this is something you could dress up or dress down. Totally wear it to a date night. It's honestly pretty versatile, but let me move on to seasons. It's gonna be spring and summer, particularly spring. So in the spring, to be honest, you could pretty much wear this anytime, any place, any occasion. Summer, I think about the same. Again, I would probably maybe not dress it up, but you know, at least give it like a nice pressed button down, something like that. That's what I like to wear with it. I mean, honestly, that's why I reached for it several times in a row, because I was wearing a button down and I was like, this kind of goes with it. So that's kind of how I see it being worn. Season wise, I will say, let's do spring into fall, because it will still work really well for the fall season. Obviously, spring is going to be where it shines. The reason that he even came up with this is because he had a really nice experience in Scotland, and he kind of wanted to recreate it through scent memory. And I think that that's really awesome that he had that memory and was like, hey, let's bottle it up. Really like when an experience leads to a fragrance, kind of makes it a little bit more special. That's just me though. Compliment. This is compliment getting DNA. You know what though? Anything that has freshness and sweetness, in my experience, tends to get me a lot of compliments. So it's going to depend on you, and to be honest, it's going to depend on if you smell good, if you typically get compliments. But if you do, yeah, this has the compliment getting DNA, so I would definitely say yes. And because it performs pretty well, fragrances that perform better typically get more compliments than fragrances that are a little bit quieter. Again, not a screamer off the skin, but good performance for sure. Price, these are $55. This is the big bottle, 50 ml. $55 plus shipping, and there's a discount code. I'm gonna pop it up right here. I'm gonna pop it down below. It should still be active for the foreseeable future. Glam finds 20, so use that. That'll save you 20% off on whatever order. It's not just this. I do want to state, I get no kickbacks off of that at all. It's just something that he said, if you're gonna do a video, I'll give you a code for your subscribers. And I was like, that would be really cool, thank you. And as always, I know some of you guys have already ordered this and tried it. If you have, comment down below, let us know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video. If you liked it, be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop a new video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!